Hey guys, bringing you a Total War Warhammer 2 and 1, I guess it is now, online ranked battle. It's a 2v2 and I will be playing alongside my friend, Syder. Now, me and Syder play together quite a lot. We've been doing pretty well at the moment. He's like new-ish to the game, but he's obviously really good at RTS and stuff, and he's really good to play with, and we've been kicking some ass. And look at the fucking zombie dragon. I mean, that is one of the sickest models in the game. I absolutely love it. So he'll be playing as Manfred von Carstein. And I will be the Red Duke. Have a look at him. Have a little look at him. Pretty cool. Just a vampire bro. Look at that. Look at the chin on him. Look at the chin on him, mate. 2v2. One of our opponents is playing as the Wood Elves. And they have themselves a cool looking forest dragon over here, looking mean, ready to go. And the other side is playing as Bretonnia. They have 2 units of Pegasus Knights, also amazing looking, anti-large, pretty good call in this matchup, and they do alright for themselves really. And his leader will be Alberic de Bordelot on a hippogriff, also awesome. So I'm going to do the army comps like super quick, and then we're going to kick things off. So for me, front line of... So dark, we'll have to go to the other side. Front line of Graveguard. These are like skeleton warriors with swords and shields. And the Sternsmen in the middle, that's the Regiment of Renown. They've got like regen. Crypt Ghouls on each side. They are some golem-looking ass, bone club wielding sort of melee infantry. Backline skeleton spears, 1 unit fell bats, just big ass bats, not a bad choice, really good for screening, disrupting, etc, etc. And then in the air I have obviously the Red Duke on a zombie dragon and a Terrorgeist, which is like a hooning evil bat, which is pretty sick to be fair. Syder will have a lot of Graveguard. We've got a big line of Graveguard, which is a great choice in this matchup against factions like Bretonnia and Wood Elves because they're shielded, so they can absorb missile fire quite well, and they're just good melee combatants, but they haven't got great armor piercing, but you don't need massive armor piercing against these 2 lightly armored factions. Syder has 2 units of Fellbats, which he uses to great effect, I must say. He has 2 units of Crypt Horrors, mean looking golems, like big cousin with growth problems. He has obviously Manfred von Carstein on a zombie dragon, 2 units of skeleton spears in the back, and a unit of blood knights. These are like vampire knights. They're pretty sick, to be fair. One of my favorite models in the game. Really strong, just a badass unit. Opponents. Oh, I also have 2 units of direwolves in the back, which are Vanguard deployed. They're ready to do an ambush. They do quite well for themselves. Opponent, Wood Elf guy, front line of Eternal Guard with shields, which is stupid because we're both playing as vampires. He could have saved himself money there because we don't have missiles. Units of War Dancers with Azrae Spear. These guys are pretty cool. They're like anti-large sort of mobile unit. And he has a pack line of like 6 Glade Guard Starfire Shafts. And as soon as I saw these guys, I was like, oh god, we need to deal with them. Because they are brutal. Like, they'll do a lot of damage. And some amazing looking Wild Riders, who just look so cool. They ride on deers. They're like really cool Wood Elf unit. And Glade Lord on a Forest Dragon. Also has, Bretonnia has, like I said, Pegasus Knights. Frontline sort of mix of these Battle Pilgrims who are quite good. This one's got a hilarious monk mullet. Look at that. Look at that. Loads of foot squires who are so cheap. They're like pretty powerful as well. They're like armor piercing, armored. Damsel, Law of Heavens, rubbish Law of Magic if you ask me, but probably quite good against all this flying Schmidt. Loads of spearmen at arms. 1 peasant mob who he's deployed like in the middle. Surely you'd want them out here to go send them in just for a laugh. A few peasant bowmen and a paladin who's like a melee hero. So I was really pleased with this battle. I thought it was really good. We worked really well together, me and Syder. Syder's a really good person to play with. He'll he'll like heal me all the time because I'm super aggressive with my lord and he always gets mucked up. I always have a unit of zombies, not that it matters. But we're going to kick things off and I'm going to try and commentate on what's happening. So, off the bat, we've got Fellbats coming out. Getting pretty hypey for this battle. Here we go, here we go. My direwolves are coming in to try and deal with these things. He sends his Pegasus Knights and destroys the Fellbats pretty much instantly. But he sends his Pegasus Knights in on my lord. And they actually do really good damage. And it wasn't the best start to the battle for me, to be fair. Like, if you look, I actually take some severe damage. And then the Alberic de Bordelot comes in. I think he's dropped some kind of buff. He's buffed his stuff. Yeah, well, it's not anything massively dangerous. Meanwhile, my Fellbats have sort of made it in. My direwolves are about to connect with the back. Syder here, I was like, help me, and he was like, I'm trying, and then he does a freaking dragon's breath, and look at the damage. He's dropped like most of the Pegasus Knights, completely changed the fight. It's so cool. But my direwolves here are going to get into the back of all these archers, but at the same time, right, even from my fight, I cast a Wind of Death. Watch this. You can't get better than this. Look at all these archers, full health, ready to go. Not anymore. Oh my god, it's just disgusting. Look at the damage. That is a lot of his value. His range is just shattered. You can't beat that. And we've got the direwolves as well in the back just to finish off any survivors, mop up any shit like that. Meanwhile, Syder's Crypt Horrors are facing against Spearmen, which is not an engagement he wants, but at the same time, he's like probably quite heavily sort of involved in like this, because I was shouting like, I'm dying, and all that shit. But yeah, amazing Wind of Death, right? Like, shattered the back line. And then these wolves, they can pull out, and we're going to use them to sort of mop up all of these people trying to escape, make sure they don't come back. The fight's changed now, so these guys, originally they were doing so good alongside Alberic, but thanks to Syder's amazing Dragon's Breath, we've broken them, and now Alberic de Bordelot is getting attacked by a Terrorgeist, and obviously the Red Duke, and he can't handle that. I get Prey of Anathramid here, but I think Syder also heals me with an Invocation of Nehek as well, which is really good. My front line's about to engage. We'll watch that. Yeah, we'll just watch it now. The Pegasus Knight's being chased off the field. Wolves are mucking up the back. We'll watch the main fight. Here we go. In come the Grave Guard, the hordes of undead.
They're using magic! Return them to the loam!
Skeletons coming in. It's popping off. It's a huge battle, you know. Everything's going off the head. Look at that. That is incredibly acrobatic for a skeleton. Gotta say, I'm impressed. Got some of these fire arrows coming in from the side. We'll go and have a look at Syder's side of the battle. Same sort of thing. Loads of Grave Guard coming up against these units. Probably do quite well. These guys have taken a lot of damage. I wonder from what? Maybe from these Crypt Horrors. Probably not, though. Look at the head. There's a head. That's a head, guys. And look at him. See ya. Crypt Horrors are so beastly. Like, we'll pop into watching them. Man, they are so sick. I think they're like one of my favourite monstrous units in the game. They're just so unbelievable. He gets Curse of the Midnight Wind here. For a lot of the battle, my Lord was just getting focused by everyone. This Glade Lord, like, she's like actually an archer. So she's very, she'll be firing off some very powerful arrows at my guy. But he's been suffering a bit, the Red Duke. He's been having a bit of a rough time. But it's good because I got Syder to watch out for him, and, you know, you can't beat that. Alberic de Bordelot's come back from routing. We'll just watch some more battle, I guess, whilst... Really cool map as well. Look at, like, the amazing scenery in the background. So, what we got going on? The Terrorgeist, which is quite good in these kind of engagements. I don't know if it can effectively 1v1. Oh, also, this is the biggest fail ever. He gets his wild riders around the back, and then of all the targets to choose, he charges into some zombies. What was the point in that? Like, such fails. So, this Glade Lady, Glade Lord, has been causing too much of a nuisance for too long, so we're actually going to try and deal with her now. The Terrorgeist is losing. I get Dragon's Breath. We both get Dragon's Breath. I think I'm going to summon... Yeah, these archers are being a bit of a problem, so I bring the Red Duke up, and you can see he's doing his vampiric red magic shit. He's getting his summon on. Go on, bro. Summon that thing. And boom, summon some skeleton warriors in the back line, which is pretty good. Then, we're going to try and deal with this Glade Lady. Having a bit of a dragon fight up there, a bit of a Durgan pop-off thing. Syder seems to be doing well on this front. You know, the peasant mob have broken, which is the main, you know, strength of that guy's army. I'm only joking, they're trash, but he's actually managed to bring some foot squires in to massacre these crypt ghouls, which is cool. These guys, I don't know what his micromanagement is doing, but he's like pulling them into spears and stuff. Like, presumably by this point he was quite demoralized and, you know, quite tattered, considering that I killed all of his archers in about 1 second. Right, so here we go. This is a really cool bit of synergy here. So, Syder's cast Curse of Years, which is going to reduce the melee strength. And then I say to him, Syder, move out the way. I'm going to help. And then he's going to Spirit Leech. I'm pretty sure he's going to Spirit Leech. Yep, he Spirit Leeches. I get Curse of thingied. And then my breath comes in. And together, the Spirit Leech and the breath just melt that dragon. And that is some great teamwork there. I really like that. It was a real big burst of damage. And that's shattered. That Glade Lady's shattered. And it was an upgraded Spirit Leech. And I have to say, for someone who's like sort of newish to the game, like Syder's got his shit down. Like, I didn't know about overcasting stuff for like so fucking long. I just didn't even... I was like, what? You can do stronger spells? And there we go. See you later, mate. Then he gets the bats in, which is good. My direwolves are actually still, you know, causing trouble for these Glade Guard, the remnants of the Glade Guard, which is great. I also sent one unit over here, and they've been sort of messing with these peasant bowmen. Got a skeleton warrior here, just doing nothing, moving fast, it says, but it doesn't look like they're moving fast. So yeah, Syder's good with the bats. He's got the bats on the enemy, which is really good. The Wood Elf infantry, right, are actually holding quite well. Eternal Guard are really, really good. For a spear unit, they are just so strong. They've been holding for a long time, but they're going to finally start breaking here. If he'd have had all of his archers up still, I think this battle would have been a very different affair, you know. Looks like Syder's sort of broken a lot of this infantry. These foot squires are still fighting. We'll watch someone get smashed. See ya. Absolute head explosions. I think I'm going to croak it here. No, maybe not. No, I'm getting really close. But we're going to try and pull out from these Pegasus Knights, who are actually, like, ultimately, like, 1v1. I don't know if it's a matchup you really want, but if you can support them with anything, they're anti-large, they're flying cavalry. There's a lot of them, so they can surround stuff and attack. I think they're really good for, like, you know, messing with dragons and shit. And then I see these sort of rallying Glade Guard here, and I'm going to bring myself in, and I'm going to... My HP is at 348, right? But I think I kill myself here. Like, yeah, they shoot me, but then I overcast. Yeah, it's my fault. I'm an idiot. I overcast the summon, and it kills me. But then brings up these skeletons to chase off these fucking Glade Guard. Worthy sacrifice. We've won anyway, so, like, you know, that's all good. And now, here come the Blood Knights. Syder was keeping them in reserve for when they were needed. The mighty, mighty Blood Knights. They're so cool. They just come in to stab some peasants in the back, you know, as they run away. Syder's summoning zombies just to, you know, muck this up, and most of them are shattered, and there we go, GG. I'm going to upload a few more battles, maybe today, I think. Some more 2v2s with Syder that went really well, good teamwork, and some other stuff. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think in the comments or whatever. Peace out.